This is me in high school, running one of my fastest times at the peak of my running career. And it left me wondering, can I still beat my fastest mile time 5 years later with no training at all? I came from a D1 high school that was notorious for being state champions year after year. Running wasn't something I just did, it was who I was. And from the moment I was a kid, running felt like second nature. But that was until the day I graduated. I moved to a different city, causing me to drift away from my friends. And for the first time, I put down running. But somewhere deep down, that runner never really left. I did back into running last month during my St. Jude running series, a sub-series that was inspired by Ryan Trahan's 50 States in 50 Days. And for a moment, I felt it again. The rhythm, the discipline, the community, it all reminded me who I used to be. First, I need to find out what shape I'm in, so I went to the nearest park and began my run at my fastest pace. Alright, so clearly I let myself go over the years, and there's definitely work that needs to be done. With that being said, there is 3 things I want to focus on during this journey. And so first on the list is aerobic endurance. I definitely need to raise my mileage for the week, as back in high school, we were doing an average of 80 to 90 miles a week. That is a lot of mileage. And so second on the list are some high intensity and anaerobic training. This includes speed workouts and a lot of pain. And third on the list, I want to focus on more health and strength. This includes diet, core, sleep, and recovery, which I'm already doing a good job at because I accidentally fell asleep throughout the next day. And it was one of those sleeps where you didn't know where you were when you woke up. However, it was long enough to where my new Garmin watch arrived in the mail. So let's test it out for the first time. Alright guys, we made it to the park. A little bit late start to the day. I kind of slept in. I just got this brand new Garmin, so we're gonna test it out and see if it actually works or not. Today's gonna be a 7-mile run. Hopefully that is the goal. Do some drills real quick, and then let's get right into the run. Alright guys, post-workout run. We did a 7-mile run. We completed the 7 miles. That's a plus. Kind of feels weird coming back into it, but although I didn't get the pace I wanted, I'm still happy that I completed the whole entire run and didn't give up. So yeah guys, we did 7 miles at 8-minute pace for each mile, which is a pretty good recovery pace, even though it felt like I was kind of pushing the limits a little bit. But that's kind of normal since I'm getting back into it. Everything's gonna kind of feel foreign to me. But yeah, overall the run felt really good. I would say around mile 3 is where I started feeling kind of fatigued, and then I believe once I took that little break to do some leg swings at mile 4, I started getting runner's high, so I didn't really feel mile 5 and 6. But anyways guys, I'm tired and I'm ready to go home and get some rest, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. The next day I kicked off with a light 3-mile run since I was still sore. Afterwards I headed home and whipped up a homemade fettuccine alfredo, which you can actually check out the short right here. The plan was to fuel up before I tackled my first anaerobic workout, but as soon as I started moving, I realized my body wasn't ready for that level of intensity just yet. So instead, I shifted gears and spent the rest of my week just doing some mileage to build a stronger base for next week.